A multi-state E. coli outbreak is leaving many sick and a few hospitalized. More coming up. Listeria outbreaks continue to pop up, this time affecting frozen waffles. More details later. And early voting is underway across the country. What the numbers look like.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm Madeline McCrory.
And I'm Lucy Ritchie.
The CDC reports an E. coli outbreak linked to the popular McDonald's Quarter Pounder that resulted in nearly 50 cases, 10 hospitalizations, and 1 death. Lauren Scafidi has more.
Could I get a Quarter Pounder with cheese?
Sorry, we don't have the Quarter Pounders at the moment.
Denied at the drive-thru. McDonald's Quarter Pounder is making people sick.
Yeah, so this is a multi-state outbreak.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is investigating dozens of cases of E. coli across 10 states linked to the Quarter Pounder. Dr. Rachel Hurley with the State Health Department says more than half of those cases are in Colorado.
26 cases total. Among those 26, 1 death has occurred. So we know that they're on the western slope. We know that they're in the mountain region. We know that they're along the Front Range, so really throughout the state.
Doctors who diagnose E. coli have to report it to the state. Dr. Hurley says during the second week of October, they noticed a higher number of cases than normal.
So we reach out to members of the public that have these positive test results and ask them a series of food survey type questions to try and understand foods that they ate leading up to the onset of their illness.
Now they're trying to narrow down what it is about the sandwich that's making people sick.
Onions are certainly being looked at because they're a unique ingredient, the type of onions that are used in Quarter Pounders, as well as beef is continuing to be investigated as well.
Other beef products at McDonald's, including the cheeseburger, hamburger, Big Mac, McDouble, and the double cheeseburger, are not impacted.
The McDonald's president says you can still get your fix, and maybe even a McFlurry. Is the ice cream machine working?
Yeah.
You guys are selling ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay, at least there's that.
E. coli symptoms include severe stomach cramps, diarrhea, and vomiting. If you've eaten a Quarter Pounder and are experiencing these symptoms, seek medical attention.
Another kind of food could be contaminated and it may be in your home. If you have frozen waffles in your home, you'll want to check your freezer. Waffles that were produced by Treehouse Foods are being recalled because they could have listeria, which can be deadly. These products were sold under various brand names across the U.S. So far, there are no confirmed reports of people getting sick because of these products. But if you have frozen waffles that have been recalled, you should throw them away or return them to the store for credit.
So, Lucy, are you enjoying homecoming week?
I am, but what I'm really looking forward to is that bonfire, and I hope it'll be comfortable outside to go.
Me too, me too. Our weather anchor, Angelique Black, is here with our first look weather. Angelique?
Thank you, ladies. So currently the weather conditions is 74, but it doesn't feel that way. It actually feels like it's 76. So it's still a little warm out here, so you'll be good to go. But rolling into tonight, surprisingly, it's still going to be toasty. I'm just sweating thinking about it. It's going to be 89 degrees, but it's definitely going to feel like 91. So please keep on the shorts. No need for leggings or boots. Going into tomorrow morning, we are looking at 88 degrees, guys. I'm a little excited, but then again, I'm not. It's definitely gonna feel like 89, so keep being toasty over there, okay? Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Angelique. The world's largest coffee chain is seeing a major slump in sales. Tuesday night, Starbucks released its preliminary earnings report, revealing a sharp drop in sales for the third consecutive quarter. U.S. sales were down 6%, and China sales were down 14%. Starbucks' new CEO, Brian Nicole, says he plans to improve company finances with a streamlined menu and better attention to customer satisfaction. The company is expected to release its full earnings report October 30th. In the face of the rising food insecurity, local organization, the Denton Community Food Center, graciously allowed our very own Lucy Ritchie to get a look inside the operations and how they are serving the community every day. Check it out.
City known for its community spirit, there's a place that quietly ensures no one goes hungry.
Celebrating its 50th year anniversary, the Denton Community Food Center. It is not just a resource for the community, it's a lifeline for students and families in need, offering both support and the opportunity to give back. For many, the food bank is a hidden gem. Whether it's access to food or a chance to volunteer, the Denton Community Food Center is a vital resource, especially for students who may not know where to turn during hard times. I got to sit down with Chairman Tom Noel to ask him about what the food center provides for the community and what we can do to help.
We're trying to help people get through rough spots, help them get through tough times of the economy, supplement what they're doing, but we are not their mainstay operation. And so donations and support from the community makes that happen for 9,000 adults last year and 6,000 children.
Denton Community Food Center serves over 800 families a month, and each basket feeds a family of 4 for about a week, and has been ever since 1974.
We've got a very passionate group. There's a lot of other people with a passion for what it is we do, and as a volunteer, you're here because you believe in the cause, you believe in what you're doing. Yeah, you want to stay engaged and you want to be active, but you have to believe in the cause too. Yeah. So our strongest asset is our people.
They have created an environment where it's okay to ask for help and try to alleviate the stress of feeding a family.
I've seen poverty, and it's tough. And when you feed your kids first before you feed yourself.
The food center needs help with donations, which include more stable items such as peanut butter, which is very popular and expensive, canned goods, chili, SpaghettiOs, boxed dinner, and potato mixes. On resources available, volunteer opportunities, or way you can contribute to the organization, go to dentoncfc.org for more information.
We're here for one reason, and that's to support our community with food.
If you're looking for a way to give back this holiday season, check out the Denton Community Food Center website for more information on food donations and volunteer opportunities.
Early voting is currently underway across the country, and we've got the numbers.
And are you looking to get in on homecoming activities? ntTV's Kendall Keaton has ways you could participate.
To open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DatQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DatQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DatQ's online banking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.datq.org to learn more. DatQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
There's no harm in wanting to have fun while in college, but it's easy to lose track of how much you've had. Apps like Drink Control and Alkadroid can help keep track of your consumption and blood alcohol levels. If you or someone else does drink too much, the signs of alcohol poisoning are as follows: pale skin, vomiting, confusion, low body temperatures, irregular breathing, blacking out, and is hard to wake up or cannot be woken up.
Dude, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Wake up.
It's an exciting time of year, but it's important to be responsible. If you suspect someone is suffering from alcohol poisoning, get help immediately. You will not get in trouble for seeking help if you are underage. For more info and resources, go to UNT's Division of Student Affairs.
Hey Alex, this guy on the internet says he wants to give me money.
That sounds suspicious.
What do you mean?
Typically, strangers who promise you money on the internet have their own best interest in mind. They often use bounce checks, which will disappear shortly after depositing, but not before they've asked for some money in return.
So he doesn't really want to spoil me?
No.
Well, then what should I do?
The best way to handle it is to block and report the suspicious message, or even consult local law enforcement if you've already fallen victim.
So I guess we aren't going to Key West for spring break.
No.
Election Day is just 13 days away, and in Minnesota, hundreds of thousands of people have already cast their ballots. That includes hundreds who showed up at the University of Minnesota on Thursday. CNN's Caroline Cummings has more on the effort to get younger people to vote.
We love voting. As students walked to and from class Tuesday, they could make a pit stop to the polls. The Wiseman Art Center transformed into a temporary early voting site, making it easier than ever to make their voices heard.
Because their votes do matter.
Riley Hetland, Director of Civic Engagement for Undergraduate Student Government, has been showing up to classes across campus, educating her peers on how to vote this election. 12,000, she says, made a pledge to vote and 2,000 registered.
It's really disheartening to know that our voter turnout as young people is the lowest in the country. And because of that, a lot of policies aren't geared towards young people. And so us at Row the Vote are really trying to change that narrative.
The pop-up early voting site location made possible by a recent law change allowing cities and counties to authorize temporary polling places on college campuses. At the U, it's just for one day, and anyone in Minneapolis, not just students, could vote early there if they wanted to.
Whatever we can do to make sure this is not an obstacle course, it's something that's straightforward is good, because one of the things we know is that when you can get a young person voting that first time they're eligible at 18, 19, 20, whatever, they are far more likely then to make it a lifelong habit.
Minnesota ranked first overall for voter turnout last presidential election in 2020 and had the highest turnout among people ages 18 to 29. The hundreds that showed up to vote Tuesday were motivated by issues that matter to them.
Definitely reproductive rights, ensuring that those are protected.
We should focus on building a strong economy.
What motivates me to vote is protecting democracy.
As the campaigns are in the final sprint to the finish.
A New York Times poll shows Vice President Harris is leading former President Trump by a margin of 50 to 44% in Minnesota.
Just under 2 weeks from Election Day, many citizens have already cast their vote. Over 20 million ballots have been cast already, this coming from 47 states and Washington, D.C. Vice President Harris and former President Donald Trump are working to appeal to undecided voters in 7 battleground states, while polls continue to show that there are no clear leaders in the race for the White House.
We're in our 3rd day of early voting here in Texas, and so far just under 95,000 people have cast their ballots. Over 1,000 of those votes being cast from UNT's own Gateway Center. Early voting will continue until November 1st. And Election Day is on Tuesday, November 5th. Homecoming week so far has been amazing.
Yeah, and the picnic that they held on Monday was a great way to kick it off. I would love to go to more, but my mind is blanking.
I can't remember any off the top of my head either, but our Eye of the Eagle segment anchor, Kendall Keaton, has the details. Kendall?
That's right, guys. There's so much going on this week. The Homecoming Royalty Vote started Monday and ends this Thursday. You can vote for your favorite royalty candidate on OrgSync. Wednesday, there'll be a Scrappy Palooza homecoming celebration at Frisco at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. There'll be food and activities, and be sure to wear your Western gear or dress in mean green attire. You can bring a plain white t-shirt from home to print a fun homecoming 2024 design. And of course, my favorite event that comes out of homecoming, the bonfire. That will be happening this Thursday at 8 p.m. at the North Lot at Daku Stadium. There are many more events happening, but we would be here all day if I talked about all of them. So for more information, go to UNT Student Activity Center website. That's all I have for now. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Kendall. Things seem to be surprisingly warming up in North Texas this week.
Yeah, and I wore all black today, but it's okay. Our weather reporter, Angelique Black, has more on weather for this next week. Let's take a look.
Thank you, ladies. So I'm very excited. I know I've been getting a lot of questions about, Angelique, what's the weather going to look like for voting this week? What's the weather going to look like for the bonfire on Thursday at 8 o'clock? I'm like, okay, hold your horses. I'm going to go ahead and get that for you. So let's talk about it. Going into our local as of right now, we have Bowie at 78 degrees, Gainesville 77, tied with Denton and McKinney. Then we have Fort Worth at 78, Dallas 77, rolling into our region because we got Stephenville at 77 degrees. We're gonna now roll into our region when it comes to it. We have Amarillo at 62 degrees, Oklahoma City, 77 along with us, Denton. Then we have Austin at 78, Shreveport 75, Houston taking the lead at 80 degrees. Going into our 7-day forecast for the week, we have Wednesday going for 92. The lowest is going to be 65 degrees. Thursday, we have 91 as long as with Friday for 90. Going into the weekend, guys, we're gonna be great, okay? It's gonna be 87, 89. Lowest is 64 degrees. Going into next week, it's trickling down to 87 degrees as well. We will be fine. No need for the sweaters at the moment. As a reminder, UNT Bonfire on Thursday at 8 p.m. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Angelique. When we come back, we'll have an inside look on UNT's dining services, courtesy of ntTV's Oscar Chavez.
And ntTV's Lillian Kosh is out at the campus cleanup, where students are finding a way to give back to the community. We'll be right back.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes, or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
The do's and don'ts of the Pole Rec Center. See that man over there? Please do not hog weights. Instead, do this. Another important part is having an attentive spotter. See, here is an example of a non-attentive spotter. Instead, do this. Now we head to the track, which should be pretty easy, just it's important to pay attention to the way the track goes. Remember to wipe down the equipment after you're done using it. The towels are provided by the gym, so it's pretty easy to wipe down the equipment when you are done. Thank you for using the Pole Recreation Center.
So Lucy, I don't know about you, but I am starving.
Me too, but I actually have zero idea where I'm going to eat.
Well, lucky for us, our segment anchor, Oscar Chavez, has everything we need to know on dining services at UNT. Oscar?
UNT has an award-winning dining service.
Thanks, you two. Are y'all hungry? Because I am. Luckily for us UNT students, we have an award-winning dining service program that provides us with amazing food through great staff. Join me as we find out more about the great dining service at UNT.
UNT has an award-winning dining service. Here, as a student, I wondered, why is there specific hours and regulations? Senior Director of Operations Derek Krebs and Director of Residential Dining Sarah Kettlehead answer that and more.
So our hours of operations are designed to basically hit needs as they change throughout campus. By enabling us to keep it in-house, we're actually able to manage the cost a lot less.
And when comparing it to other colleges?
If you compare our meal plans to the other schools in the area that we deem as our competition, our meal plan is actually the lowest priced meal plan. So we look at that as a value. Essentially, you're able to get items made with pizza dough that we make on campus. Even in Eagle Landing, where we're feeding up to 6,000 people a day, we're actually buying the chicken, cutting it, breading it, and frying it, versus the majority of schools out there, they're going to buy a pre-made, pre-breaded product.
We order and make sure that we have the
proper amount of ingredients on hand. We prep in advance and prep according to our patron count, our guest count, and we monitor by properly forecasting food production on each and every item that we serve in the dining hall.
From analytics to student satisfaction, UNT Dining Service aims to stay good through great food and you.
I love eating here. My kids love eating here. It's a really good dining.
We thrive off feedback, so if there's something we're not serving that you'd like to see, talk to a chef when you come in-house, and we're happy to help.
Yeah, guys, all this talking about dining has me ready to eat a horse. So don't forget to check out your local dining hall, and if you don't have a meal plan, go to UNT Dining Services for more information. Now, I'm gonna go get a bite to eat at Eagle Landing. Back to you at the desk.
Homecoming week is getting kicked off with events that bring students together for the celebration.
ntTV reporter Lillian Kosh is on campus to tell us a bit more about one of those events. Lillian?
Thanks, y'all. I'm out here at the Library Mall where the We Mean Green Fund is collaborating with UNT Homecoming for a campus cleanup day. I'm out here with Homecoming Service Coordinator Chris Bills. Chris, what is cleanup day, campus cleanup day? What do students do?
Yeah, so this year's homecoming service event is Campus Cleanup. So we are in collaboration with the We Mean Green Fund. Students can grab grabbers and trash bags and go clean up campus.
Awesome. So I heard there were some giveaways for students that bring their student ID. What are some of those giveaways?
Yeah, so the giveaways that we're doing all this week are our homecoming t-shirts as well as tote bags and wristbands. We'll be giving them out tonight at Yell Like Hell as well as the UPC concert tomorrow.
Awesome. And about how long are you guys going to be out here, and should we expect any future cleanup days?
Yeah, so we'll be out here until 1 p.m. today, and the other cleanups, you can just email the We Mean Green Fund and you'll have that opportunity.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. Well, that's all I have for you guys. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Lily. You know, since we're talking about giving back to the community, I heard the Dallas Mavericks gave their fans something special.
That's right, Lucy, I bet our sports anchor, Gabby Pippins, can tell us more. Gabby?
Yeah, guys, the Mavs gave fans no excuses to miss their games this season. I'll have more on that, how the Stars did last night, and an interesting UNT club right after this.
Has the weight of stress and anxiety ever felt too heavy to overcome? Wish there was a safe place to confide in? Wish granted. At UNT, we offer counseling and testing services to students located on the 3rd floor of Chestnut Hall. UNT, we're here for you.
It's that time of year where everyone plays a dangerous game with the flu. Going in uneducated, you run the risk of symptoms like cough, migraine, and fatigue. Don't be like this guy. Combat the flu with cough drops, ibuprofen, and a good night's sleep. Be smart, don't catch the flu.
As the Dallas Mavericks prepare for what may be their best season in years, they made sure their fans can have around-the-clock and around-the-world access to games. Not only did they partner with WFAA on Channel 8 and KMPX on Channel 29 to broadcast all non-nationally televised games, but they also released Mavs TV. Mavs TV lets fans stream games live and on demand from their mobile devices for either $14.99 a month or $124.99 for the entire season. While supplies last, season-long subscribers will also receive either a pair of Mavs tickets or a $75 Mavs merch gift card with their purchase. And the Stars faced a challenge last night when they took on the Buffalo Sabres in New York. After a quiet first period, Buffalo attacked with a goal from Peyton Krebs. Just over a minute later, Ryan McLeod gets a wrist shot in for a 2-0 Sabres lead. Dallas couldn't answer in the second, but before they even had a chance in the third, Buffalo's Tage Thompson made a snapshot goal. The Stars finally responded with a wrist shot from Thomas Harley, who had help from Matt Duchene and Evgeny Dodonov, who also assisted with a Tyler Seguin goal later on, but it just wasn't enough to catch up to the Sabres. In fact, they made the loss even worse by scoring a last-second wrist shot to end the game 4-2. And finally, we all know UNT has countless clubs, organizations, and programs for all students. But did you guys know we have a paintball club? They're on the road for nationals right now, and I was able to speak with the club president about how their season is going. Take a look.
While some students prepare for midterms, others prepare to travel across the country to compete. UNT is known for their variety of programs, and this includes their very own paintball club. They're on the road right now gearing up for nationals, and club president Arda Calasier says he loves any opportunity to get closer with his teammates.
We just actually did a trip down to Georgia. It was really fun. When we went down there, we did a lot of fun things. We actually did some team building. We actually went to an escape room. Just being together as like a family over there, because team sports, you want to be close to at least your starting 5 or starting 10, whoever's there, and just meeting with all your friends. You get to shoot people for fun. It's one of the only marker sports that you can play here on campus.
UNT's paintball club has ranked fairly high in the past, and Calasier is convinced he can get them back in that position.
UNT was, I think, #1 for like 2 or 3 years in the whole U.S., and I'm trying to get back on that grind.
Although auditions for this semester are closed, the club is always looking to grow, hopefully with future members that can take them back to nationals next year.
We accept everybody. Everybody's welcome to come. They just have to pass the requirements for, budgeting-wise, monthly budgeting-wise, and attendance-wise.
The paintball club will compete against 9 other schools, including Texas Tech and Texas A&M, next weekend in Kissimmee, Florida. Be sure to follow their Instagram at UNT_paintball to join, support, or stay updated on the club. That's all I've got for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gabby, and thank you for watching ntTV News at Noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon here on North Texas Television.